Hi everybody, it's Steve Wellesley here. If you just hold on a second, I'm going to start the webinar in a few moments. So if you just be a little bit patient, we'll just wait a couple of minutes. Okay, let's get started then. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining the webinar. My name's Steve Wellesley. Perhaps you've been getting my emails recently. If you look at the title of this webinar, discover how to get $1,250 commissions without picking up the phone to sell to anyone, and how to do it while you're sat on your couch at home in your spare time. If that sounds too good to be true, then you're in for a treat. I'm going to show you tonight that that is perfectly possible, perfectly doable. People are doing it, I'm doing it. So you can copy exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to show you the method to use to get your own commissions just like that. So there on the screen at the moment, I hope you can see that screen. If you can see it, could you just type yes in the chat box? Okay, that's Stuart, Tina, Christine, Shirley. Yeah, you can see it. Thank you. Thanks for that. There's quite a few of you on there at the moment. That's good. Thanks for joining us. And secondly, can you just type in yes if you can hear me? I don't want to be talking to myself. Margaret, Dave, you can. Joseph. Yeah, that all looks good. Okay, so you can see my screen, you can hear me, so we can get going. Okay, thanks very much for that. Right, on the screen at the moment, what you can see is a picture of me with Matt Lloyd. Matt Lloyd's the good-looking one on the right, and we're just showing our online sales machine book, which is like a manual for online marketing, which we wrote together. Matt's a bit special. If you're new to internet marketing, you may not have heard of him. He's a bit of a dark horse, a bit of a quiet man, but really, really well known in the industry, one of the leaders of the industry. He's made over $100 million in the last sort of 5 years from his online marketing. So that's a bit special. He's really the go-to man. If you want to know anything about internet marketing, he's the man to contact. And he's a friend of mine and a mentor. He's trained me. I've spent over $60,000 on my education with Matt. So I've been well trained, and it's been a real experience. Okay, so let's get on a little bit. You're probably wondering possibly who I am. Well, let's talk about what you're about to find out on the webinar. Why you're here. So all I'm going to show you is the basics of internet marketing. I'm going to show you how to market online any product. I'm going to show you how everybody does it. Basically, everybody does it the same way. You're going to learn step-by-step method which people target an audience on the internet, market to them, and produce commissions for themselves. So that I think you'll find very useful. I'm going to show you go onto the internet and actually show you things on the internet, show you examples of how marketers are doing it, so you can get a hands-on sort of real-world feel for the system, and I think you'll be surprised how powerful it is, and how straightforward it is. And I hope at the end of it you'll come away thinking, yeah, I can do that, because you really can. It is that simple. You don't need any computer experience. It's just not required at all. It's surprising, because we're using the internet and the computers to generate our income, but we don't need to be any kind of computer geek. Cut and paste is all the skills we need, and most of us have that. Once I've shown you all these methods of the way that an internet marketer makes his money, I'm going to show you a business that does all the hard work for you. It's almost a business in a box. As simple as internet marketing is, this will really take anything which you may think is a problem away, and you'll be leveraging a system that's already making a lot of money for a lot of people. And you're going to find that really interesting. And for those of you who stay right to the end, I appreciate you sitting through it. I think you're going to want to sit through it anyway, because it's going to be very interesting, I think, for you. But for those of you who stay to the end, I've got a special free bonus for you, a free gift I think you'll appreciate. That's just for those of you who stay to the end, because that proves that you're serious about the business and you really do want a new income stream. So, worth staying for. Now, probably you're wondering who I am. Who am I? That's quite a deep question, isn't it? But if I answer it quickly, I'm 58 years old. I'm from England. You can see on the map on the right there, that's a picture of England, and the little bit in red is a part of a county called Yorkshire. And that's East Yorkshire. That's where I live. That's where I was born. I'm still living in that area, though I've lived in lots of places around the country in England. That's where I am now, where I'm quite happy to be. It's quite a picturesque countryside around here, a lot of countryside, and it's about 200 miles north of London. London, of course, is about down here, so reasonably easy access to London if I want to go there. As far as my sort of working life, I've spent 30 years in the steel industry. You can see the picture of that's actually the steelworks I've worked at for 30 odd years. Well, not for 25 actually, other steelworks I've worked at. And you can see it's a dirty, smelly place, quite dangerous place to work, really. Lots of heavy machinery and things that can harm you. And of course, it's a very troubled industry. So if you work in the steel industry, you've got a pretty good incentive to look for another sideline income, because there's closures all over that industry. China's started to dominate it, producing very, very cheap steel, and nobody's been able to compete with it. So my hobbies, cycling, walking. See, as I say, I've got a lot of countryside just on my doorstep here, so it's a very pleasant thing to do. I like to keep fit. Bodyweight training, that's where you don't use weights for exercising, you just use your own body weight. For instance, a press-up is the traditional bodyweight exercise, but there's lots more. It's quite powerful, and I follow somebody called Mark Lauren. If you Google him on the internet, he's got some really good DVDs and a free iPad app. Mark Lauren, American Special Forces trainer. And I'm also into meditation. I like the spiritual side of life. There's a side of life which you can't really sense unless you've got your eyes closed. So I spend a fair bit of time sat, eyes closed, in meditation, and quite enjoy reading the odd spiritual book. But the thing that really interests you will be the fact that I've got my friend is Matt Lloyd, and he's trained me, spent a lot of money with him, his personal friend, and so I know quite a bit about the online industry. There's me with Matt. Matt's in his apartment, and you can imagine what a millionaire's apartment might be like. It's pretty good. His own private pool. And above that, there's me on stage speaking at a seminar in the Caribbean where attendees have paid $30,000 to be there. And on the right, that's kind of like my new life now. I'm doing more and more of that, sitting on a beach, drinking nice cool drinks, trying to get a tan, but with those white legs, it doesn't come easy. So that's the kind of thing you can start to do when you've got a secondary income, or even if you're retired, it'll be your primary income, and you can make an awful lot of money, as demonstrated by Matt Lloyd. And if you, just to tell you a little bit about Matt, Matt's a very ordinary, down-to-earth, quiet guy. He's made 100 million from his online marketing, and he started born in a small town near Perth, Western Australia, and in that town were only 23 people. So the original small town guy. His parents were farmers, and from that he's dropped out of college when he was 19, I think. Struggled for years, and maybe 2 or 3 years, trying to make a success of his online business, and then suddenly found the key and really just rocketed from there to be one of the top earners in the industry. So there's a little bit of background on Matt, I'll keep mentioning Matt throughout this webinar. So let's get started then on the real stuff. That's enough about me. What's the lowdown on online marketing? What does every online marketer do to make their money? The first thing they do is they need to find a hungry crowd. That's a group of people who are desperate for the product you're interested in offering them. People who are not just mildly interested, but really are aware that having that product is going to change their life. They're the people who will buy. They're the people who are easiest to sell to, because you're doing them a favor by offering them a product, and they'll bite your hand off for it. That's the idea. Secondly, you show them an appetizer to get their contact information. This is some technique you've got in order to get their telephone number or their email address, and usually it's an offer of some sort, which will make them interested in you. And once you've got their contact information, you've got a way of communicating with them, and you can make your offer a bit more directly. And you've also identified the people that are genuinely interested. Thirdly, you build a rapport with them. See, people buy from people they know, so you're trying to make the potential customer aware of you and have some sort of feel for what kind of person you are. Once you've got this communication channel open, and they've got the appetizer from you, whatever that might be, then you can show them more valuable products that are useful to them and they're interested in and that they're keen on. And these products can be of a lot more value price-wise, so you can make a lot of money from selling to them and making repeat sales to them. That's generally the idea of online marketing, is not just to get a customer once, spend a lot of time getting customers. You want customers who will buy from you repeatedly. And the key is asking them to buy. That's what a lot of people forget, is that people need to be asked to buy. You can't just assume, you can't show them an offer and not buy. And I think a lot of face-to-face selling car salesmen are trained to make that commitment to ask people to buy, because it's so important, and a lot of people are afraid to do it. Right, let's show you some examples of hungry crowds. What do I mean by a hungry crowd? There are various hungry crowds that are well known, and online marketers are targeting them. The weight loss group, people interested in losing weight, that's a very, very big ad, and one of the biggest target markets for online people. There are thousands and thousands of websites out there and products for sale on weight loss, diet pills, diets themselves, different diet membership sites, and an awful lot of money is made in that way by aiming at the weight loss people. What else we got? We got dating niche. Yeah, lots of money we made people looking for love. As a single bloke, maybe I should be looking for that. I'll be joining a few of those anyway. That's another story. A lot of money we made there, and a lot of members of these dating sites. Health and beauty, a big issue. Beauty, lots of people worried about aging and wanting to buy anti-aging products and looking for tips. Health includes fitness. It's a big interest of a lot of people. Health, and we're all more health conscious these days. People are desperate for new ways to keep fit, the latest trends. And finally, the start your own business niche, and that's what we're interested in. That's the one we're targeting, and the one I recommend to you. People are desperate these days, financial problems all over the place, the world in turmoil really economically. It's a lot more secure if you've got your own business. People do that in different ways, don't they? They have property businesses. I have some properties as well. Stock market investment, not something I do, but again, people can make money that way and are interested in learning how to do that. And the final way, online marketing, which is one of the best ways, I think. You can earn an awful lot of money online marketing without spending a lot of time on it. That's what we're covering today. Now, how do you find a hungry crowd? The old ways are still effective, but we had flyers and handouts, these things that people put through your mailbox, that kind of thing. Still, people do that, and people get sales that way. Cold calling door to door. I've done that in the past. I won't recommend it. It's a good learning experience, but it doesn't produce many results. It didn't for me anyway. Also, you're limited by the number of doors you can knock on per day. On the internet, you can contact thousands and thousands of people in an afternoon. Cold calling on the telephone, again, that's something that we don't want to do generally, and I'm going to show you later on a system which will get you the benefit of calling people on the telephone, but you won't have to do it. So anybody interested in that? Put your hand up, say yes if you're interested in that. Yeah, I thought you might be. Yeah, that's Tina, Dave, Stuart, Steve. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's really powerful. Your sales will go up if you can call people on the phone, and if you've got somebody doing it for you, it's even better. Right, direct mail. Direct mail, I've done that in the past. It still works. That's sending physical mail out to people who you've bought on a list. Now the new ways, these are the ways we generally use online marketing. Facebook has 1 billion users. We can place adverts on Facebook for our products and target them really precisely, and say 1 billion people to target. Surely somebody there is interested in our products, no matter what it is. People are making a lot of money on Facebook. Twitter has 241 million users. You can place adverts. Probably didn't know you can place adverts on Twitter as well. You can speak to people just socially on Twitter, get them interested in whatever product you're offering, make sales, and it's very casual, informal. These are social sites, so people are not expecting to be sold to, and that makes it probably even more powerful. Solo ads are a particular way of advertising on somebody else's list. Some people have big lists of names, of email addresses of people who are interested in our area, online marketing, and we can, for a price, we can rent that list and place it and have our own adverts sent to them. That's quite a powerful way of generating leads. Banner advertising, another one. Very powerful. You see that all over the internet. Little adverts at the side of your web pages on different sites. You can place an advert there and have it shown to thousands and thousands of people. When they click through to your offer. On the right there, I've got a little picture of a product called Traffic Masters Academy, and that really is, if you see the link there, if you clicked on that link, or write it down if you're interested, because that's a link to a site where you can purchase that product, and that really goes in detail with these traffic methods. I think it's got about 9 different ways of finding a hungry crowd in there by advertising on Facebook, solo ads, banner advertising, pay-per-click, all sorts of different ways, lots more than I've listed there. So that's probably the industry's best resource. If you want to find out how to do these things, that really is a tremendous product, video training, and you work better anywhere. Right, let's give a quick demonstration of some of this. Get our hands dirty and actually do something. Let me go to my other screens here. There's Facebook. Right, this is Facebook, and you probably maybe never advertised on Facebook, but let me show you how powerful it is. Here I've managed to get into Facebook and created an advertising campaign, and if you look at this screen, you'll find how I can target my audience. So I've got a map of the world here. Look at that. And I can select where I want to, I can narrow down my target area, people I want to advertise to, down to city level if I want to. So let me do that. Let me just pick, let's pick Las Vegas. Las Vegas, just Las Vegas, that's all. There we are. Now you notice on the right here, that's changed there. It's telling me I'm advertising just to Las Vegas. The people I'm advertising to are single, they're 14 to 65 plus, and they speak Spanish. And there's 52,000 people that I could reach in Las Vegas who fit that criteria. So that's pretty tight group of people. If you come down here, 14 is a bit young for people interested in online marketing, and generally we found that, surprisingly, it's not the young people who are too interested in starting their own online business. It's people in the 40s up. So if I say 45, 65 plus, you see in Las Vegas, Spanish speakers 45, 65 who are single, we're down to 4,600 people now. Well, men and women. Women are as much likely to be interested in online business as men, and there's some very successful lady online marketers. Spanish, we don't just want to limit to Spanish. Let's get rid of the language. So now we're back up to 52,000 people we could target now with this. We don't want them to be single, do we? We don't, not just married people are just as interested. We get rid of that. We've got 420,000 people here. Our interests. Let's say they're interested in, should we go for business? Let's say we're targeting fitness, bodybuilding. Yeah, if we had a fitness product, we've got 18,000 people in that range we could market to. These are these are the things that people are interested in here, I think, as well. Whether they've purchase behaviours. Let's have a look at that. Purchase behaviours UK. All right. So this is, Facebook knows how much you're spending. That's incredible, isn't it? So you can categorise people that way. So obviously, people who've got money are likely to want to spend on high price products. So that's so powerful. I hope you can see how powerful this is. You can tune everything. More categories. What the favourite films are, what fast food they eat. You know, Facebook knows an awful lot about you if you're on Facebook, and there's 1 billion of us are on it. And the budget. So your advert, you place an advert, and it will. If you want to spend £14 a day or dollars, you can set that there, and it will advertise until on people who fit these match criteria here. It'll advertise continuously, or you can say, let's just do it for that length of time. Just spend, that's a lot, isn't it? Reduce that. Just spend me that amount, say, and when it's gone, it's gone. Okay, so that's Facebook, and you can all do that. You can see how simple that is. You've set up a target market there. You've found hungry people who are hungry for the product you're promoting. In this case, I was pretending it was a bodybuilding type product. You can all do that. You can see how simple that is. Okay. One of the other ways was banner ads, if you remember. Banner ads are all over the place. You can see them on websites, and there are lots of sites which actually offer banner ads. So this one, buysellads.com, is one. You can go on there, pick an area. So if we pick health there, can't see health and fitness. We pick an area here. It should tell us all some of the sites which will take banner ads for health and fitness. So that one, just look at that one there, directlyfitness.com. That'll gets 50,000 viewings per month. It's not a very busy one compared to that one, 19.89 million. Look at that. So there it's telling you, if you put a banner ad on there of that size, you pay $14.99 for 50,000 viewings of it. So 50,000 people that banner ad will be presented to 50,000 people, and anybody who clicks on it and clicks through, you've got a chance of making a sale. And it's as simple as that. Click that, buy it, upload your image, and I'm going to show you a system which will have all those images ready for you to use, and you'll get some potential buyers. You can do that. That's very simple. I'm sure you'll agree with that. Okay, back to the presentation itself. Where am I? Right. And there's just a quick graphic of these different social media sites and what can be the number of users on them and what they can be used for. So you see Twitter there's 241 million active users. It's best for targeting in the US. 5,700 tweets every second. Facebook there, 1 billion plus worldwide users. Instagram, Google Plus still being used. Facebook more popular, obviously 540 million, but that's not too shabby, is it? 540 million users. It's definitely a place we can market. Got an age range there, who are the most active, and generally that's not quite the age range online marketing aims at. That's a bit young for us. Most people you see at an online marketing business seminar are usually a little bit older than that. Right, so once we've got found this hungry crowd, we're marketing them, we've placed an advert there. We want to show them an appetizer to get their contact information. So how do we place that appetizer? We put an advert in front of them, and that advert entices them to a web page. That's the idea of them. That advert takes them to a sales page, a lead capture page, a squeeze page. These are all the same names for the same thing. It's just a web page which will capture an email address normally, or some sort of contact information. And an offer, once we've got that on that web page, we have an offer for some free gift or some low price product, which we offer in exchange for the email address and contact details, because the email address is really vital bit of information. It's worth a lot of money to us to get somebody's email address, which is why you see requests for email addresses all over the internet. Once you've got that email address, you call that, generally in the industry, we call that person a lead or a subscriber. And if I just show you an example again of that, I'll go back to my browser. That's gone. Almost there. This one here, I go to this virtual staff finder. I'll just refresh that page. This is a page that offers outsourcing help. We'll find you staff in the Philippines for not a few dollars. Very useful to online marketers. And there you see that's just popped up immediately. Immediately I refresh the page. What it's asking me is an appetizer. Grab your free copy of the Ultimate Virtual Assistant Salary Guide. So it's offering me that for free, and all I need to do is type my name in and an email address, and I'll get that guide. And that's probably going to be a few page ebook, and it's quite valuable, quite useful if I'm looking for. So it's not a waste of time. It's definitely something I'd be interested in if I'm looking for an assistant. And once obviously when I type that in, my name goes on their list, and they can then email me and remind me should I lose interest in buying an assistant, and they'll offer me other products as well. So that's what they're doing, and that's their appetizer, that's their squeeze page really, to get an email to get me onto their list. So if we go back again, okay. So there was an example. Next thing is to build a rapport with the people that you've got their email for, because people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So we're trying to build some sort of relationship with them, so they've got a feel for what kind of person we are. And we target the follow-up. We don't just leave it there. We have to follow up with them. And the idea is, in order for them to have a sort of relationship with us, we need to provide some value to them. So we try and engage them and entertain them, and teach them something about the business that they're interested in. And we do that using email, Facebook posts. We use autoresponders to send the email, and that's an important part. The most successful people are liked by their buyers, basically, I think. Next, we show them more valuable products. Once they're interested in what we're buying, and maybe they've bought or downloaded the free appetizer that we've offered them, and they're more likely to buy from us. And we can offer more expensive products and make more profits for ourselves, because they trust us. They know that we will not offer them rubbish, and they know they're going to be satisfied with what we provide them, and they'd rather buy from somebody they know. Everybody does that. And again, we've got to ask them to buy, and the most effective way of asking people to buy is not by sending an email, but actually speaking to them direct. That increases your chance of a sale no end. It dramatically increases the chance of a sale. And I'm going to show you a system where that happens. Telephone sales are made, but you can be sat on your couch at home doing nothing, and suddenly find you've made a sale because somebody somewhere has picked up a phone and rang one of the people on your email list. Well, that sounds really simple and straightforward, right? No problem with that. You can all do that. I've shown you how to find a hungry crowd, how to narrow down the market for a product you're after, where to place an advert. That seems really simple, and you can do that. Show you realize you can do that. But this is where things get a bit sticky, because most marketers would now ask you to buy whatever it is they're selling, because they're going to leave out some important information. But I'm not. I'm going to tell you what perhaps you're not aware of, and you'd only become aware of after you'd bought the product and started trying to use it. That is, in order to do this, you need adverts, and adverts are not easy to produce. You'd have to design one yourself, things like a banner advert, you have to design yourself or pay someone else to do it. And adverts sometimes don't work. Even a nice looking advert doesn't work. It has to be tested to see that it actually makes people want to click on it and buy the products it's advertising. So doing that can be quite expensive and time consuming. Take months and months to find an advert which works, converts, as they say in the industry. You have to write sales letters in your emails. Your emails are really sales letters, and on your squeeze page, remember the lead capture page, when you're offering something, you've got to write. That's got to be right in a way that makes people want to buy the thing you're offering. That takes a skill. There are professionals who earn a lot of money writing those letters, and it's trial and error to get it right. So that can take years of practice to be able to get that right. And if you're paying somebody to do it, you can get some really dodgy people who aren't very good at all, but you can spend a lot of money on them and then find one who can do it, and they usually cost a lot of money. Web pages, you've got to put that web page somewhere. The sales letter that people click on and read on the internet, so that's held on a web page, on a web hosting platform. You've got to buy that web hosting and then write the web pages in order to put the sales letters on. Again, that's okay if you're a bit of a computer person, you can probably do that. Otherwise, you're spending money getting an expert to do it for you. It all takes time. Then your advertiser products, this free ebook we saw a bit earlier, we're advertising for the virtual assistants, something like that. You've got to write one. Again, if you've not got the expertise to do it, how are you going to do it? You're going to have to pay somebody to do that for you. That can be expensive. In order to send emails to people who sign up to your product, who download your free offer, they go onto your email list. Then you need to email them regularly. You need something called an autoresponder service for them, and they can cost $100 a month or more. And then you've got to write emails every day just to keep contact with them. That can be quite a chore. Got to be a bit inventive, a bit educational. How you can pay somebody to do that, and again, more money going out. And then probably the hardest of all is invent a high value product. You've got a product you think you can sell for over $2,000. Not many of us have that, and it would take a lot of work for us to come up with one, and perhaps even when we've invented one, people may not want to buy it. It may not be as good as we think it is. That's often the case. So that's the big clinch of that one. That can cost a fortune. So everybody's not telling you this. So payment processing as well. If anybody does buy your products, you've got to have payment processing systems in there. What about if somebody decides they want to cancel? Who's going to handle that? It can be a nightmare. But what if I showed you a program where all of that was done for you? Is anyone interested in that? Would you like to put your hands up? Anybody? Type yes into the chat box. Yeah, that's Steve, yeah. Shirley, Tina, Stuart, Rakesh, yeah, you'll be interested in that. Yeah, I'm not surprised, because we don't want to be doing more work than we need to. So let me tell you about what's done for you in this system. I'm going to show you something where you don't have to design adverts. The adverts are designed for you. They're all there. They work. Designing designing adverts is a skill. You don't have to write sales letters. The sales letters are there for you already. You're just getting people to click on an advert which takes them to a pre-written sales letter. Those sales letters are on the web pages, already. You don't have to build those web pages. You don't have to invent a free low price offer. That's there already for you. You don't have to pay for email autoresponders. You don't have to set them up. That's done for you. You don't have to write daily emails. The emails will arrive in your customer's email box without you doing a thing. You don't have to invent a $2,000 product. These products and even more expensive ones are there already, and they already sell. You don't have to test them. People are buying them already. You don't have to handle payment processing or returns. All that's done for you. All you have to do is bank the money. What is this product? This is the Mob License Rights Program. All done for you with this program. When you join this program, you get everything. Mob is the company that Matt Lloyd, if you remember Matt Lloyd, I spoke about him earlier, set up. He's grown it to over $100 million a year business, and he's done it using this very same product. Mob will handle all these problem areas that I mentioned earlier. When you join up to Mob, you get all that as part of the package. And that's the address there, www.stevewellesy.com/MLR. If you want to write that down so you can have a look at it later, or maybe go to it now while I'm talking, you'll see the product there. That's the sales page for the product. This is the very same product which allowed Matt Lloyd to make $314,900 per month. Just using that, the very same thing that you're being offered there, this product, the Mob License Rights Program it's called, just that one product, Matt Lloyd made up to $314,000 per month. It's pretty incredible. You've got exactly the same stuff he's got. He was selling the very same products you'll be able to sell. Nothing more. Now Matt earns more than that now. He's making well over $1 million a month. But he's doing it in other ways as well. He's doing live events, things like that. But you can use this Mob License Rights Program and have exactly the same products available, exactly the same training. He provides you video training of how to make these sales, $314,000 a month, and you can see photographs on the right there of the people holding up checks at various events, proving that they're having success using this license rights program. And if you can see, there, the top big photograph I think was in Chicago a few years back. This one, the one in the middle, the smaller picture, that was an event I was at in London, and you can see, I can see there, you may not be able to read them, but there's a chap at the back there with $740,000. These are the commissions he's earned. 60,000 at the front, the couple at the front, top, bottom left. Matt Lloyd in the middle there, and next to Matt Lloyd is Carolina Milan, and I think she's made $490,000 from Mob. On the right is a check for $2 million. And so it goes on and on. Most of these are ordinary people. They're nothing special about them. Some of them started from scratch, just like you, and they're making big money. If you're in a fraction of those, you'd be happy, surely. But you can make $700,000. It's perfectly possible. Nothing to stop you. I mean, as big as that is, $700,000, it's nothing compared to what Matt made with this system, $314,000 per month. So you can see what's achievable. There's the address there at the bottom, stevewellesy.com/MLR. Go to it and have a look. Here's, in addition, what you get these products. You get email follow-up autoresponder sequence. Now, if you were to set that up yourself, those emails, get them to pay for them to be done, that would cost you nearly $2,000. You get a free video course on how to be successful in this business. That video course, if you pay for that training independently, you'd be paying at least $6,000 for that. The OPT formula, that's outsourcing, how to outsource your business to give yourself even more free time. If you were to go independently to find that information, you'd have to pay experts, again, $6,000 to get that. My email marketing empire, that's how to conduct your business via email. That you could pay $3,000 for that on a training course quite easily. How to build a funded proposal. That's how to get people involved in your business. That's $4,000. MOB's upsell funnel. That's things happening on your behalf which you're unaware of. This is one of the beauties of this system. You may sell somebody quite a low price product, maybe a small training course for $200, but in the background, MOB are selling more expensive products via the phone. That your customer will get a phone call from MOB's highly trained telesales team, and they'll be encouraging them to buy more expensive products. How good is that? You know, you're asleep, you wake up one morning and find that MOB's telephone sales team somewhere else in the world have sold a $2,000 product on your behalf. And the commissions of this system are massive. It's 50 to 90%. So you're not earning peanuts. Where when you make a sale, you generally make big money. Ongoing training, online training webinars. Yeah, every day there's a training webinar for you to watch should you want to watch it and improve your skills. That would cost a fortune. For each webinar would cost a fortune. MOB's telesales team selling for you. That's just priceless. You know, that really is passive income. You're not doing anything for that. You did your bit when you got people to click on an advert. From that point on, MOB take over. You know, it's so rare in this industry. Hardly anybody offers that kind of service. So there's the address again, stevewellesy.com/MLR. Go there now and have a look. And you get bonuses with this as well. Bonus number 1, Traffic Masters Academy. Remember, I mentioned that a bit earlier as being the best resource for teaching you how to target a hungry crowd, where to find these people, how to do it, how to place adverts. That's all there in, I think it's about 9 different techniques, the best techniques available to succeed on the internet, all there, video training. It can't be beaten. It's the best in the industry. Bonus number 2, you get 1 month's free subscription to the Inner Circle printed magazine. This is from MOB, usually written by Matt himself, on the latest techniques and information, how to make the most out of your business, how to grow your business and get more and more sales. That you get 1 month's free subscription on that. It's a proper magazine. It arrives in your post box. It's not a PDF, and most people find that really valuable. The value of all this is easily $30,000. If you top all that up, it's $30,000 or more. But you can get on board with this for $24.97 and $99 per month for the Inner Circle subscription. You get the first month free. You can cancel that Inner Circle subscription if you need to. Most people don't, because once they've seen one, they realize how valuable it is. But $24.97, and you get all that done for you, and you've got your key to a secondary income or primary income, you've seen what people are making: $700,000, $490,000, Carolina Milan. It's just astronomical numbers, sitting at home, sat on their couch with a laptop. It's really that simple. Sales are made when you're not even online, when you're sat relaxing, watching TV. Mobe's telephone sales team are ringing your customers, the people you've attracted into the business, the people you've made a small sale to, and they're upselling them to buy even more expensive products, and it's all going into your bank account. There's a 100% guarantee with this. You've got no worries when you get on board with this, because if you haven't made good sales within a year, give it a good try. This is a real business. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, this. If you haven't made sales within a year, then you can get a full 100%, no questions asked, money back guarantee. But this is so easy to do. You're going to start making sales, and hardly anybody claims on that. You've got to be a bit inept to want to claim on that. So there you are there again, stevewellesley.com/MLR. Go there now, have a look. You'll find an order form there. Who's going to that now? Just give me a yes if you're going to have a look at that. Yeah. Okay, that's Stuart again, Mukesh, Tina, Margaret, Shirley. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. You too, Malcolm. Yeah. Okay. So here's what you get again. All that 90%, 50% to 90% commissions on products that could be $2,500. So you can make $1,250 commissions regularly. You only need 1 or 2 of those a month, and you've got a very sizable income coming in a year. That could, doesn't take many to change your life when you've got that kind of money coming in. So there it is, stevewellesley.com/MLR. Go there now. And for those of you who stayed to the end, thanks very much for that. I hope you found something useful there. Maybe it's been a bit of an eye-opener as to what's available and what kind of money can be made in an online business. And I promised you a bonus for staying, and there it is. It's my book I wrote with Matt Lloyd. I'll send you a PDF version of it. If you just send me your email address, email me at that address there, info@stevewellesley.com, and I'll email you it back. I appreciate you staying with me through this webinar. That book outlines the methods that Matt used to get that $314,000 a month. But see, the book is not enough for you. You really need to, because you're going to have to create all these things yourself unless you join that program below, which is you can find at www.stevewellesley.com/MLR. And if I were you, I wouldn't hesitate. The sooner you start, the more you're going to get, the quicker you're going to get the income. So there you are. That's it. There's some pictures of me with Matt. This is the way my life's changed since I got involved with this. See me there. That's me in the Caribbean, paragliding. I'm there discussing the book with Matt Lloyd on his penthouse. That was in the Caribbean too. Matt there with me, and that was in London. We met up in London. Yeah, things, you can have the life of your dreams. It's there. Once you've got some money, you've got a lot more security, and it's an independent stream of income. It's almost recession proof. People always want to buy. There's millions and millions of buyers on the internet. You can get a few of them. You only need a few to start making a large income. 100% guaranteed. I really hope you're going to go to that web page, have a look, and sign up. If you think that price is you want to get involved, but you can't quite see yourself being able to do it in one lump sum, then email me at info@stevewellesley.com. We may be able to sort something out for you, but generally I recommend you do it. Just pay the full whack straight away, because you're sending a message to your subconscious if you do things in drips and drabs. You really want to get fully involved in this and give it your best shot, because giving it your best shot is going to produce massive return for you. Okay, well, that's great. Thanks for staying with me to the end. I hope to speak to you all again at some point, and hope to see some of you investing in this product and changing your life. Okay, that's the end of the webinar. Thanks very much. Speak again soon.